The world, as we know it, is ending. But in an ending, there is destruction. And we're living in more fear of the unknown. We are no longer assured of what's going to happen in the next time, in the next place, in the next day, because this destruction is coming at a government level, a level above us common people, the people of the day to day. What are we to do to protect ourselves while this destruction is happening, while this uncertainty is happening, while we don't know what to do? Hello, everybody. Hi, welcome back to Evolve with Alana. Hi, I'm Alana. And today's topic, to be truly honest, I have been a bit scared to talk about. Scared because, the normal things of being judged, of being not fully understood. But over the last couple of days, through conversations with my father, my first teacher into this world, and through some videos that I myself have seen on YouTube, I guess I have finally given myself the permission to talk about. The world, as we know it, is ending. The world that we perceive is ending. I'm not talking about the physical world, like there's going to be a meteorite that's just going to crash into the world and we are all going to be obliterated? There we go, obliterated. I mean that this world, this cycle, this time cycle that we have all been in is ending. But in an ending, there is destruction. I see it. As many of you guys probably know, I live in the United States, and just seeing what's going on, you can see there is a destruction going on. A destruction of not only norms, but a destruction of actual institutions. Long-standing institutions are being taken apart and destroyed. And we're living in more fear of the unknown. We are no longer assured of what's going to happen in the next time, in the next place, in the next day. And there are times where we feel that this is only happening where we are. I have been very fortunate to be part of a family, to have connections with people all around the world. People that I regularly talk to and my parents talk to who live on other continents, Europe, Africa, Japan, Asia, and we all talk about the current time, what's going on in their country, their lives. And there is a popular saying that my dad says that just solidifies this cycle that we're all in. He says it's just the same shit, but different language. So that's why I feel like this cycle is not just happening here, it's happening there, and it's happening to you wherever you are. So in this time of destruction that is happening, what are we to do? Because this destruction is coming at a government level, a level above us common people, the people of the day to day. What are we to do to protect ourselves while this destruction is happening, while this uncertainty is happening, while we don't know what to do? The easiest question for an easy answer. What do I do? And the answer is, it is to wake up. You see, for the most part, we have been lulled into a state of numbness that the powers that be are trying to take our attention, to lull us to believe whatever they put out. Just recently, I talked to a family member, and there was a rather cultural event that had happened, and I had called them because, hey, we are in the same generation, but we live on different sides of aisles and topics and things like that. And I wanted their input on it. I wanted to hear what they thought about that event. So I called them. And when I asked them, what did you think about this certain cultural event, that one night that sort of solidified the majority of the world, who all witnessed it? And if they did not witness it, they saw it in their own time because it was recorded. What did you think? And to be honest, I am so happy, but so sad at their response. They had no thoughts of their own. They didn't think about anything. They literally spouted a influencer online and what they thought, and they spouted another influencer online and said what they thought. But when I pushed and I said, what do you think? What is the ideas that you think from that event? And they just couldn't. It got into an almost fight that I just wanted to know what they thought. Until I had to let it go. I had to accept that they have their eyes closed. Their eyes were closed not because they didn't have an opinion. Gosh, I love people who have opinions, but their opinions coming from themselves, from what they believe, from who they are. But don't you find it funny now? When an event happens, so often we run to those influencers, those media outlets to tell us how we think, to tell us how we should act. It is time to wake up, to really know what we think, who we are. And the reason why it is time to truly be with ourselves, to truly see what is going on inside of us when we experience the world. I know it is not easy. Oh, it took me a long time to be where I am right now. And even now, hey, I get distracted. I have those influencers that I love to watch and those people that I tend to gravitate to, but I still have my own thoughts and ideas. My own thoughts and ideas that are separate and sometimes vastly contradicting those narratives that are being fed to me. So to protect myself from this ending cycle, this death rattle of this current cycle, it is to look and find your inner voice, find your true feeling, find who you are. Because if you find that inner voice, who you are, I firmly believe that is spirit. That is God. That is the universe, however you want to call it. And it opens your eyes to what's going on, and things do not look as scary anymore. I have said many things to my father as we talk about the current situations, and I'm at peace at what's happening because I have talked to my father, someone who has gone through a death rattle, an ending of a cycle. In addition to finding out yourself, I ask you to ask the older generation, the generation that is disappearing right now. I'm talking about those older, I'm talking about the lost generation, the generation of World War II that are just about gone. And I'm talking about those baby boomers, the older set of the baby boomers, because they did experience the last ends of the death rattle of this cycle. I'm comforted through talking with those two generations and what information I have gotten from them to know that we will get through this despite what is shown to us in the media, in social media. You can get through this, but you have to have the sight within. You have to have your intuition, your spirit, the universe inside of you to be able to see through it and not get lost in the devastation that is happening now. So spend some time with yourself. Disconnect from those connections, those media of promoting the strife and the separationists, the decisive, and the media that just keeps pulling us apart and keeping us worried. It is time to spend time with ourselves, just to connect. To connect with yourself and find what you truly feel and move through it. Accept it. Own it. And talk to those who have been through another death rattle cycle of society. Those parents, those grandparents, and for those lucky of you, your great-grandparents, talk to them and ask them how they got through it. How did they get through the war? How did they get through the financial downturn? How did they do it? Especially those that came out on top. So during this death rattle of this cycle, be careful. Protect yourself. And we will get through this on to the other side. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And in the comments below, tell me if you believe what I say. If you truly believe we are in this energetic cycle, this death rattle, this ending of this great cycle, or do you feel like I'm just talking out my butt? I really want to start a discussion in the comments section. So I'll see you next time. Bye.